Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
Welcome to Nevada Newsmakers. On the broadcast today, the mayor of Las Vegas, Shelley Berkley, here for the whole show on an all-new Nevada Newsmakers.
A power line is more than a power line. It's maintaining the bottom line for small businesses. It's keeping the assembly line moving for our workforce. For our brightest minds, it's meeting a deadline. It's on the front line with our heroes. And on the sidelines of the biggest games. It's a direct line to our loved ones. And it's a lifeline for the most vulnerable. There's a lot on the line.
Meet Nevada Health Link, Nevada's official health insurance marketplace. Your link to savings, selection, free assistance, and name brand health insurance, where 90% of enrollees lower the cost of their monthly premium. Everyone deserves access to quality health coverage, no matter your income or family size. Visit NevadaHealthLink.com. A few minutes could save you hundreds of dollars per month.
Nevada Health Link. Our plans are made for your plans.
As you know, Reno is booming. Toll's development company is helping it grow with insightful design and development, building community with every project, adding beauty, adding excitement, emphasizing our shared humanity. Reno is becoming bigger. Toll's development is helping it become better, more livable, more enjoyable. To learn more, go to tollsdevelopment.com. tollsdevelopment.com.
Like a traditional handmade basket, retail is woven into the fabric of life in Nevada. From big box to mom and pop, retail supports our communities in countless ways. Jobs for the disabled, team uniforms for kids, help for the elderly, and so much more. Retail employs over 1 in 10 workers. Retail supports Nevada, and we support retail.
RANNV.org.
This is Nevada Newsmakers with host Sam Shad, a no-holds-barred political forum. Now, from the Nevada Newsmakers broadcast headquarters, here is Sam Shad.
And back on Nevada Newsmakers, we are delighted to welcome back to the Ahern Hotel the mayor of Las Vegas, Shelley Berkley. Thank you.
Sam, it's so good to see you. And the Ahern Hotel is in the city of Las Vegas, and that's why I love it so much.
Well, I very much appreciate that. Your career has been amazing. And just picking up on recent history, relatively speaking, from Sheldon Adelson's lawyer at one point, Board of Regents, Congress, to mayor of Las Vegas. What have you seen as the mayor that was different than you thought when you were going to become the mayor?
Well, first, let me say this, Sam, this is the best job I have ever had. I absolutely love it. And as you
Why?
Well, to be mayor of your hometown is nothing short of extraordinary. When we first moved to town, there were 80,000 people in the entire Las Vegas Valley. Now there's 2.6 million in the same geographic area. But Las Vegas has been home to 4 generations of my family. Of course, my parents have passed, but there's my generation, my children's generation, and now I'm the proud grandmother of 5 grandchildren. And this is home for us. And so I can say that there wasn't anything, or there hasn't been anything in the last 10 months that I've been mayor that has been a big shock or a big surprise to me. I think the experience I had gained through the years and all the offices that I held have served me well in this capacity. So nothing threw me. But I have to say I've been pleasantly surprised. I love the people I'm working with, the city council members, as we're currently constituted. They all take care of their wards. They all do their job. They're all busy. There's not a slacker among them. And I'm very pleased that they have the same work ethic that I do, which is you you keep your head down and keep moving and do your job. And the city staff is remarkably talented. And so I inherited it. I didn't hire people. I inherited them from the Goodman administration, or Goodman's administrations. But I have to say, they are consummate leaders, and they do a great job for me and for the city. So those were the things I was most pleased about in the last 10 months.
All right. Well, now you lost Victoria Seaman off the council because she took a federal job. Kara Kelly, who was the former head of the Las Vegas Chamber, has come on the council. What has your conversations with her been like so far?
Well, we have known each other for decades, and her husband and I, Paul Larson, worked together when I worked for Sheldon at the Sands. So we are
really
yes, yes. He was a young attorney with Lionel Sawyer at the time, but it's a lovely relationship, and she really dove into this with both feet. And you know, this is a temporary position. She cannot run for re-election or run for election.
No, well, didn't she say that she wasn't, but she could if she wanted to?
Anyone can do anything they want, but part of the conditions, and it was right in the application, is that they're agreeing not to run for run for election. And so she agreed, as did all the other candidates. So, but this is not a caretaker position for her. I mean, she is working, she's in the office, she's learning, she's participating. So I think she was a good addition to the council.
Let's talk about the fiscal condition of Las Vegas. Obviously, the Badlands lawsuit was settled under your administration. Thank you for doing that. But it did blast a hole in the budget. But also, I'm hearing from Reno, Sparks, Washoe County that they are looking at, over the next few years, major budget deficits. Is Las Vegas looking at the same thing?
Well, from the mayor, I'll tell you, we have challenges, and I'm going to tell you why. The Badlands settlement was $600 million. The city did wrong, and we're paying a very hefty price for that. And you know, I live in Queensridge, so I've been a part of this for the last 10 years. And I thought it was crazy from the beginning, but I was able to settle it. I think the first week that I was in office, this went, no more, we're done with this. And the city council, I think, was very supportive of my position.
Relieved, I would think. Because it could have been worse.
It would have been worse. And the problem, look, nobody wants to have to vote to give $600 million away. And I think that was a difficult thing for a number of the city council people. I understand that because it hurt. So $350 million came from Lennar, home builders, from the sale of Badland, the property. That went directly to the developer, Johan. Then the $36 million from the sale of Cashman also went to satisfy the judgments against the city. And then, you know, we took a little money from here, a little money from the sewer fund. I always say jokingly, don't flush after 8 o'clock at night, but that is a joke. That is a joke. You can flush. Anyway, not too often though. So, you know, we cobbled everything together and we were able to satisfy the judgments against us. What did that do? We have a modified hiring freeze. If it's an essential job, obviously we're not going to leave it vacant because we have to serve the public. But generally speaking, there's a hiring freeze. There are some projects that had already been approved that are now on the back burner. Not that they're, scuttled, but they're just not now. And so that helped us a bit. And it's a challenge. There's no doubt about it. And to add to the financial condition of the city, our C-tax, our sales tax is down. Why? Tourism is down throughout Southern Nevada, but we're feeling it as well. I don't think our numbers are as down as the Strip numbers, but relatively speaking, but our sales tax is down also. So you tighten your belt, you be careful, we be mindful of what we're spending and what we're spending on, and you move forward. and that's what a well-run city does.
Do you potentially see any increase in taxation on the citizens?
No, I haven't heard any until this moment. I haven't heard the T word from anybody, and no, I don't think that would be something we would entertain at this time. We don't have to.
Okay. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back more with the Mayor of Las Vegas, Shelley Berkley, after this time out.
Save money and take transit. Did you know you can ride the bus all day for less than what it would cost you for a gallon of gas? Plan your trip now by going to rtcwashoe.com.
Take a look at Pro Group Management and see how your workers' comp requirements can be met head-on. By taking a proactive approach, Pro Group can assure that your company is meeting or exceeding state and federal standards. As you move forward in your industry, Pro Group moves with you, simplifying regulatory tasks, clearing the way so you can get the job done and look to your future success. Pro Group Management, workers' comp that works for you.
The trucking industry is the most resilient link in the supply chain, moving 95% of our freight in the Silver State. And while essential, the road isn't always smooth. Supply chain disruptions, rising fuel costs, and unrealistic rules and laws that hamper our ability to serve our customers and country. Our prosperity and every sector of the economy, manufacturing, mining, medicine, and food from farm to table, is tied to trucks. There's nothing without trucking.
You're in trouble with the law. It's easy to think you'll lose everything, but there is hope. I'm Attorney Orrin Johnson. Your first step is to hire a serious attorney with the experience to successfully navigate the legal system for you.
Sometimes hope means addiction treatment instead of jail, and making sure you're treated fairly.
Sometimes hope means fearless trial attorneys will stand up to the government when they get it wrong. Call or text Orrin Johnson Law.
We'll make a plan.
You'll take back your life.
It happens. And when it does, there's UMC Quick Care.
This is Nevada Newsmakers.
And back on Nevada Newsmakers, we continue our conversation with the Mayor of Las Vegas, Shelley Berkley. So last night, my family and I went down to the Fremont Street Experience, but of course we had to go to Circa and check it out.
It's a beautiful piece of property,
it's fantastic,
isn't it?
absolutely fantastic. Changed the face of downtown Las Vegas.
It did.
Do you get a chance to talk to Derek Stevens? Does he give you ideas and input for how to improve Las Vegas?
I work closely with everybody downtown because let's face it, that's the meat and potatoes of Las Vegas. But yes, I just saw Derek yesterday. I went to the Four Queens because they renovated their North Tower. So they asked if I would come and kick off the celebration, which I did. And Derek was there because he's a good community citizen in downtown Las Vegas.
Oh, yes.
And so we had a chance to talk. And last week, I did a Fremont Street crawl where we were highlighting all of the affordable and fun things you could do in downtown Las Vegas that isn't going to cost an arm and a leg. And so one of my stops was the Golden Gate, which of course is the oldest property in Las Vegas. Actually, it's #1 Fremont Street, and we did a little segment together. It was a lot of fun. And yeah, we do talk about things that we could do to make the city better.
Can you share any?
No. It's just how do we bring business to downtown Las Vegas? What can we do to promote the city? I sit on the Convention Authority Board. What can I do leveraging that position on the Convention Authority Board to benefit downtown Las Vegas? So we're always working together and trying to figure out how to get people downtown. And I always say, if you're going to spend a long weekend on the Strip, and why not? It's just a great, great place. Every hotel is more beautiful than the next. Spend a night. come down to downtown Las Vegas. We have wonderful restaurants, including in Circa. Barry's is a great restaurant.
Yes, it is.
They're one of the best, actually. But there's so many good restaurants downtown. Main Street is on fire at night.
We were at Esther's Kitchen last night.
Esther's Kitchen is outstandingly good. And so there's a lot. Neon Museum, Mob Museum. In a couple of years, we'll have the Art Museum, thanks to Elaine Wynn. Symphony Park, all sorts of cultural activities. There's a lot to do down there, and you shouldn't miss it by staying on the Strip the entire time you're in Southern Nevada.
Back to Derek Stevens for just a minute. I read an article about him, and I apologize because I don't remember where I read it. But in the interview, it talked about how his mind works, which is that he doesn't think about how to make money for himself and for his properties. He thinks about the customer and what they're going to enjoy. What could he do differently that would benefit them? And I thought such a simple idea, but such a genius idea. To me, it seems like, in the best way, he's the new iteration of a Steve Wynn in being so creative and clever.
I think you're absolutely right. And look, I think it was for my anniversary or birthday or something, a special occasion, we ate at Barry's. And then, I got word Derek is in the sports book, and if you get a minute, come on by. So, of course, we went by. And the sports book is amazing.
Three stories.
It's 3 stories of sports book. And so that was a lot of fun. But you could see, he's there, he cares. He's got a number of properties downtown. And if I'm not mistaken, he has plans to build a hotel in Symphony Park. So that'll be another property.
Yes, that was kind of announced and then denied.
Denied? Uh-oh.
Well, I don't mean the city denied it, but I mean his organization said that wasn't the case. But we know that seems to be in the future plans.
Well, that was the last thing I heard, unless something has changed. But look, he's a proven operator downtown Las Vegas. Anything he does down there would be welcome.
All right. You mentioned the Mob Museum, which I love.
My favorite.
We had Jeff Schumacher on the program a couple of days ago, and talking about the indictments that came out of the Eastern District of New York. And it was, the athletes were being caught up in this scandal. And then there was talk of poker games that were being run in Las Vegas, as well as Manhattan and other jurisdictions, being run by the mafia. What were your thoughts when you heard that?
There's no such thing as the mafia.
You've talked to Oscar, I take it.
Look, I don't know enough about this to comment with any authority, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry that there's a scandal. I love basketball, and we would like to attract an NBA team to Las Vegas. This is not a good thing, and again, it'll be adjudicated, and everybody might be found innocent, and I wouldn't want to prejudge the results, but how unfortunate is that? Now, Las Vegas, we've worked very, very hard from the time my family moved to town in the mid-'60s to now, where we're corporate owned, we're individually owned, we run a clean ship, we've got a good gaming control board and a good gaming commission, and our integrity is very important to us. If people go to a table and they can't trust the results or think that the deck, dare I say, the deck is stacked against them, they're not going to want to play. They're not going to want to come back to Las Vegas. So our reputation and our credibility is on the line. So whenever I hear anything like that, I just recoil, because we've worked very, very hard to make this a very, very safe environment for gaming. And I think that's very important for us.
No,
to
absolutely.
be able to do.
And let's make it clear that there is no indictment of any hotel casino
nobody.
whatsoever. These were private games in private rooms, and they weren't. But it was just the idea that the mafia was involved in setting up phony poker games.
Yeah, because I haven't heard the word mafia in a long time. We pride ourselves on our corporate ownership, and most of the hotels are on the New York Stock Exchange. We need to be very, very clean and very, very careful of who we associate with. And I'm very sorry to hear that.
Yeah, one last point about this that Jeff brought up was that there's a possibility with these indictments from 4 of the 5 New York families of mobsters that we may be seeing the children or grandchildren of the original mafioso that were involved.
Well, it is a family business, I guess.
And on that note, we'll take a break. We'll be right back.
This holiday season, say aloha to winning big with the Carson Valley Inn's $250,000 Hawaiian holiday giveaways. Unwrap the fun with $500 Southwest gift cards and mini vacations every Saturday. And $60 grand in grand prize Hawaiian vacations or cash. The islands are calling, only at the Carson Valley Inn.
Welcome to Story County, where history meets innovation, and a pioneering spirit continues to shape our future. At the heart of the Tahoe Reno Industrial Center, we power the future with global leaders in technology and manufacturing, driving progress that reaches far beyond our county lines. From advanced manufacturing to tech innovation, our industries are creating thousands of quality careers, fueling a vibrant economy that benefits every Nevadan. But it's more than just growth. Our community is our foundation, supporting families, empowering local initiatives, and creating a place where everyone belongs. Be part of a legacy built on bold ideas and boundless possibilities. Join us in building a brighter future right here in Story County. Story County, helping build Nevada's future.
Welcome to the Ahern Boutique Hotel, where luxury and warmth come together in the heart of Las Vegas.
We take pride in offering a one-of-a-kind experience for both locals and tourists.
Join us for handcrafted cocktails and an unforgettable experience.
Joel's Chop House, the perfect place to savor views of the Las Vegas Strip.
Satisfy your cravings at the Ahern Chocolate Shop.
No smoking, no resort fees, and the parking is always free. The Ahern Luxury Boutique Hotel is your home away from home.
This is Nevada Newsmakers.
And back on Nevada Newsmakers, we continue our conversation with the mayor of Las Vegas, Shelley Berkley. I want to ask you about AI, artificial intelligence. What's your connection to this at this point? Do you use it? Do your people use it?
You know, I'm of a generation where this is just a mystery to me. I know it's going to be a major part of my children and my grandchildren's life long after I'm gone. But for me, it's just astonishing. A friend of mine owns a Chinese news station, and it's all in Chinese. And she was showing me on
You're in town, by the way?
Yeah. She was showing me on her iPhone one of the broadcasts in Chinese, and I'm watching, and there's a lovely young woman who is the newscaster, and she told me, she goes, "How do you like her?" I said, "Oh, it looks great." She says, "She's AI. She didn't exist." And I thought, oh my goodness, how are we going to be able to discern what is real from what is artificial? And I think it's going to be very interesting in the upcoming midterm elections and see exactly AI-generated candidates, AI-generated information that may or may not be true. And it's going to be very challenging to determine what is and is not true. And I think we're going to need more, far more, because we have none now, regulation of this new technology, because it's here to stay, and it's going to impact all of our lives.
So I would say, under normal circumstances, well, from your experience in Congress, what should Congress do about it? But then I look at what's happening in Congress now, and they're not doing it. Why have they abrogated their responsibilities?
I have to tell you, I think this is outrageous. I mean, I know my own philosophy when it comes to public service. You just keep moving forward and you do your darn job. And that's what you were elected to do. This game playing, this nonsense, the closing down the government, the hardship that it is causing and is going to cause if it continues much longer is unconscionable to me and should be unacceptable accessible to every American citizen. And I'm not saying that as the mayor of Las Vegas, although I'm going to be, handling the impact on the city. We've got 500,000 people in the state of Nevada, so a good percentage of that will be Las Vegas residents that are eligible for SNAP benefits, which is food stamps, and WIC benefits, which is for women and infants. They rely on this money from the federal government to survive. That's gone. The city doesn't have the money to make up the shortfall. How are these people going to live? And I'm getting calls on a daily basis from food pantries within the city of Las Vegas and beyond the city of Las Vegas asking for help. And I was at 3 Square a couple of months ago, and this is before the shutdown, and their warehouses usually overfilled with food. Many of the shelves were empty. And this is a serious problem because more people are going to need help and there's going to be less help available.
Okay,
and that's the city's responsibility to care for these people.
Catherine Cortez Masto voted with the Republicans. Jackie Rosen is adamant that she is not. What do you think at this point? How do we get to a resolution here?
Well, first of all, the Republican Congress has got to come back to work, and none of them should be getting a paycheck. And I don't know whether you know this, but Susie Lee, as soon as the shutdown occurred, she refused to take her salary. And I don't think anybody that is in Congress that is now doing nothing should be paid for the privilege of being a congressperson. That's number one. Number two, you get back to work. You sit in that room and you negotiate what is fair and what both sides can live with, and then you make a deal. And the irony of this, Sam, is that we're talking about a 7-week continuing resolution, which means even if it was passed tomorrow, 7 weeks later, we're going to be back in the same position with nothing having changed. So I think it's time to get back to work, do your job, or maybe step aside and let somebody else do the job.
And that's where we have to leave it. Mayor Shelley Berkley, it is such a pleasure to see you, and thank you for doing this always.
Always a pleasure, and you don't owe me anything.
Thank you. We'll be right back.
Each day, the Children's Advocacy Alliance partners with leaders, legislators, and families across Nevada to improve children's health, education, economic well-being, and safety. We recognize Nevada will be no better than the state of its children. Be a part of this change. Be a supporter of the Children's Advocacy Alliance. For more information, go to caanv.org.
Imagine a magical garden that feeds Carson City's hungry and homeless, teaches our high school students agriculture, creates hanging floral displays to beautify downtown, and yet charges nothing. It's not magic. It's the Greenhouse Project. It's real, it's growing, and it needs your help. Go online to carsоncitygreenhouse.org so together we can grow it forward.
It's the most wonderful time to win during the $125,000 Holiday Cash Frenzy at Tamarack Casino. Every Saturday, unwrap thousands in cash and free play. Don't miss the grand finale December 27th. We're gifting $20,000 in cash guaranteed. 'Tis the season for good times at Tamarack Casino.
The Nevada Builders Alliance has been protecting the interests of the construction industry for over 50 years. Our programs save members thousands of dollars every year and allow them to provide much-needed benefits to their employees. Our industry also allows Nevada to grow. If you're thinking about a career in the construction industry, reach out. And if you haven't thought of a career in construction, what are you waiting for? We are the Nevada Builders Alliance.
Thanks for watching Nevada Newsmakers, coming to you from the Ahern Hotel in Las Vegas. Thanks to Don, Ryan, and Shane for their hospitality. As always, you can watch Nevada Newsmakers 24 hours a day at NevadaNewsmakers.com. Download the podcasts on your favorite podcast app, and be sure to check out our archives going back now to 2002. Thanks for watching Nevada Newsmakers.